Hey guys, it's been a while since I last posted a video, and I will be whispering just because I'm at university in the trainee base. But yeah, so it's been a while since I last posted, and I thought I'd film. I'm really nervous about someone coming in. That would be so embarrassing. But anyway, so I thought I'd vlog today just to have a reintroduction to posting, filming, just getting comfortable with it again. And I feel like someone's going to walk in. I can hear someone outside, which will be so embarrassing. But anyway, we should get comfortable with it again. I don't know how people film themselves, to be honest. Okay, so today actually marks the last day of my first year. Literally, we've made it, made it through a 1/4 or 1/3. Clearly, the maths is not mathing, but anyway, yeah, so today actually marks the last day of my first year. So case studies semi-done, placements have been passed, research proposals have been submitted, and well, they might come back with corrections, but the initial submissions have been done. And if I'm being perfectly honest, this is the most organised I've been all year, so it's like a perfect day to vlog. So yeah, and when I come back, so I'm going on holiday to Turkey for 10 days, and when I come back from holiday, I shall officially be a second year. Yeah, it feels very surreal, and I'm like excited and scared at the same time. But yeah, just let me tell you, it's been a roller coaster, and I'll be honest and say there have been times where I did not think I would make it through my first year. And I don't think I've had the easiest start to the doctorate. Nothing to do with like the course in itself, just situations and circumstances and context, but it feels quite surreal. Yeah. Because there have been definite times, especially like during the second half, where I didn't think I would make it to the end. But now that it's here, and then like my submissions are done. My case study has been given to my supervisor, so I can't really do anything about that until I come back. So yeah. But anyway, the first thing I need to do to mark the end, the fun stuff, is actually I need to do the end of year paperwork, because at the end of each year we have an annual appraisal, a bit similar to what you would get in an NHS role, where we just there's quite a lot of paperwork. What I know of it, because I went through Moodle and just like downloaded everything into a file, so I can just go through it systematically. So I'm not exactly sure about everything I need to do, but the gist of it is to evaluate where I am with my competencies, to think about what I might need to focus on in the next year, to aid me passing, especially like the mandatory aspects, my goals, what I would want to have achieved in the next year, research where I'm at with that, what my plans are, and there's something called like a Gantt chart. I don't know, I'm not that confident in using them. I don't think they work that well for me, but I did get a calendar, so like a 2024 calendar that I can have in my flat, and it can be like a visual thing, and I think I work better with that rather than something that I have to open up. Yeah, I've just got this visual chart that I'm just going to use as a Gantt chart, or use the same principles as a Gantt chart on there, just so it's visual and I can see my flat. But I won't do that until I come back, I think, because I'm leaving today. So what I'm going to do is do all the paperwork stuff now. Just systematically go through everything that I downloaded, make sure it's done before I leave. So then I actually have, literally when I'm on holiday, I have nothing to think about. Also, I don't know if this whispering is annoying, but I'm nervous that someone's going to come in. But anyway, I'll do that, and then yeah, and I might note some like reflections on the year, but I'll probably do that when I get home. Yeah, I'll just do all the paperwork first. Okay, right guys, that did not take as long as I thought it would, so what I might actually do, I might actually have to show you guys. Still a really nice day out. So what I might actually do is and go to the park or something. Because Bath has a really nice park, so what I might do is go to the park for just a quick walk, maybe like half an hour or so, and then start packing because I need to go back to Reading, so that's the plan. But yeah, that was not as bad as I thought, so it's all done. It also feels like a relief, and I'm actually really tired. So. Okay, so guys, I've just come back from my walk. I was going to start doing some packing, but what I realised when I was looking through my wardrobe is that a lot of the things that I'm actually taking on with me on my holiday are at my family home. So what I might do, the bits that I am taking from here, I'm just going to throw them into a bag and just take them with me and pack when I get home. So what we're going to do right now is I'm just going to make some coffee. It's been a productive day, but it's getting towards the end of the day and I'm just getting tired. So I'll turn the kettle on. I shall talk to you once I have coffee in my system. Okay, now that I've got some coffee in my system, hopefully I'll start functioning a lot better. And suddenly, I'm so excited to be going on holiday. So suddenly it's gone very cold and it's literally September. So yeah. But anyway, as currently we cannot trust my brain processes, I have written down a broad reflection on the year. So overall, if I was to summarise my experience of my first year, I would say it was a definite roller coaster where there were highs and lows, peaks and troughs, and definite points of thriving and then probably more points of just surviving. And I think my biggest takeaway from this year has been you're going to have times where you're thriving and that's amazing and that's great, but you're going to also have times where you're just surviving and just getting through, and both are okay and perfectly normal and perfectly fine. I also think, as painful as sometimes this is to acknowledge, is that what I've learned anyway is that both the thriving and the striving are important in your development, and I think you learn from both. And I think sometimes there might be that preconception that if you're not thriving all the time across the 3 years, that maybe you're doing something wrong or you're just not doing the doctorate right in some way. And I think that's how I felt definitely over the last year. But I think the key learning I've taken away has been in those moments where I'm just surviving and I'm just trying to get through and I'm just trying to get by. And I think those moments are definitely the moments that have shaped me into the psychologist that I think I'm developing into. And as painful as this is also to admit, is that I wouldn't change my first year, as painful and as difficult as it was. And I think it was growing pains. And I don't think in that moment I could have acknowledged it. And I don't think I would have seen the significance in that moment. So definitely, if you're in a place right now where you're just surviving and you're just like, oh, can't wait to start thriving, I think it's hard to acknowledge, but that moment where you are just surviving, you learn a lot about yourself, who you want to be as a psychologist, what's most important to you, and I guess acknowledge the reasons that you're doing the doctorate. And I think those reasons, those motivations, those goals are those things that carry you through. And I think definitely for me, it's one of those things where I was just in constant surviving over months, that actually the motivation for being on the doctorate is what got me through those moments and allowed me to strive through the surviving. And my hopes for my second year are obviously, I hope I thrive more, but also to acknowledge in those moments where I'm just surviving that it's okay just to get by and just to seek the support systems that are available. So I guess that's my overall reflection, in that it's a roller coaster, you're surviving, you're thriving, and you're just getting by, and all of it is okay, all of it is going to contribute to your development, and I'm saying you and your, and I guess I'm pretty much like talking to my future self, but I hope my second year is full of more thriving, and it's full of just developing and all the goodness, because I'm tired after my first year and I deserve a break. But yeah, I think overall I'm quite excited for my second year, and I'm hopeful, and I am confident that I will thrive more. And yeah, right now I need to finish this coffee really quickly and make my way to Reading. So yeah, I guess I'll just end the vlog here, and I'll see you guys on the other side.